Alright, we're going to show you how to fillet some nice speckled crappie we caught in dead lake. A little bit closer. Alright, this is what you do. Make one cut behind the fin, right? Straight down to the backbone. You don't go through the backbone. Put your left hand, or if you're right-handed, use your other hand. Put the knife in your left hand and put your hand on the fish, but you're gonna have to turn the fish over like this way. And what you want to do is you want to put your hand on the fish and kind of push down a little bit, right? Put your knife in that little cut that you made and ride the backbone. And what you're gonna see is that this flesh kind of lift up out of your way. And what I do is I take my thumb after that, and then I kind of make my cuts down the backbone. You want to try and stay on that backbone, get as much meat off of that backbone as you can. What you do is you want to turn it around. I start at the anal fin, and then I work my way down again. Work my way on the bottom portion of this spine. Get all the meat off of that. And what I do is I use my thumb, and I lift my fillet up like that. And since there's a belly cavity there, the belly cavity is kind of like in the middle of the fish almost. I kind of like lift the knife into the fillet towards the skin, and then I cut down like that. That's the kind of motion I'm doing. And I'm saving all that meat. I'm not even hitting any pin bones. And then after that, there was my fillet. See where that rib cage is at? It's right in the middle of the fillet. That's all your pin bones too. All the pin bones right there, and you have that bottom half of the fillet and the top half of the fillet. That's a good return on a crappie. And what you do now is I like to check for bones right now. I don't like that little piece of belly meat right there. Check for your pin bones, no pin bones, okay? Just in case if you're just starting to get into filleting your crappie like this. 1, 2, 3, bam. Pull off the gristle a little bit. Wash your fillet. And there's yourself a nice dead lake crappie fillet. It's a really good return on crappie fillet. Now we're going to do the other side. The other side's a little bit more tricky. Same thing. Come behind the head. Make your cut. Put your hand on the fish. Put pressure down. Careful with the knife. Just want to get as close to that dorsal fin as you can. If you can get on top of that dorsal fin like this, you can ride that sucker down. But I like to keep on, because I'm only putting in the knife that much, but I'm tilting the knife like this, and I'm coming in between the scales on the bottom of or right on the spine. I'm coming in, and I'm coming up from under the scales on the fillet, and you want to keep on doing that until you reach the tail. And you could just start cutting and working your way down to the. You see right there? That's the rib cage. Okay. Now I'm gonna start at the anal fin again. Go over that anal bone, because crappie have this big bone right here. Start right over that bone. Push your knife down. Get right on that spinal cord. Oh, oops. On the other side of the fillet. It's so easy to go on the other side of the fillet with these crappie. It's like flying speckled trout. Make yourself a couple cuts. Like I said, do that little up and down motion for the rib cage. Like I said, you're missing all them pin bones too. And right here, since I made a good cut, the first cut, you just push your knife through the skin of the fillet. It needs a little bit of, needs a little run on the steel. That's yourself a good crappie fillet. Right there. Throw your skin away. You can see right through that crappie. I can read the newspaper through that crappie. Alright, that's what I do for skinning. I mean, you guys have already seen me skin, but just for a little bit more information, we'll get a little bit closer. This is what I do. I like to make a little cut right there. Put my fingernails in that cut. What I like to do is I like to this portion of the fillet. What I'm doing is one long stroke in, one long stroke back, one long stroke in, one long stroke back. You don't want to just hack away at the fillet. You don't want to, because it's gonna look choppy. What I do is I do 1, 2, 3, 4. As many long cuts as I can, and that'll save you the drama of having a chopped up looking fillet. And these crappie I'm fishing mid-spring crappie right now, and they're on their move in from the creeks up into the lake. And these are the males. I filleted one bigger female, but I think I have another female in there. Yep, there she is. I'm gonna go ahead and grab her, and we'll show you how big she is. She is a monster. I caught this one out in a big lake. See that crappie? That is a very big crappie.
Still sounds frozen too.
Nope. Yeah, this is one of the big females. I think I have another big one in there too. I'll just go ahead and pull him out real fast. Yep, he's still a little bit frozen. Ha! I left these fish out to be thaw overnight, and that's how frozen she is. Look at that backbone. It's all curved. Alright, I'll show you the other big piggy I got. Well, that's another big bluegill.
That's a bluegill?
Yep, that's a bluegill. That's another big bluegill. Those are bluegill, yes, well. Those are bluegill. Where's that other big piggy egg I have in here? I don't know where I put them. That is a big piggy I had. They call this a piggy. They call these piggies. You know why? Because they've been feeding so much. When you catch them, they got such a big belly. Alright, we can get